Good morning students, we are doing the chapter forms of business organization and in this chapter we have understood about the private sector enterprise, and in private sector we have understood sole proprietorship. Today we will understand what is Hindu undivided family or joint Hindu family business. Its also named is HUF. It's very popular, and this business is carried only by Hindu male members. Family should be undivided and there should be minimum 2 male members. Okay. Now we should understand that there are 2 conditions for existence of this type of business. One is there should be 2 male members, and other is there should be property which they acquire in inheritance. Okay, and after understanding this, we should also know that there are 2 systems of inheritance which are prevailing in India. One is Daya Bhaga and other is Mitakshara. Daya Bhaga is prevailing only in Paschim Bengal, and Mitakshara is prevailing in all over the India. Okay, what is the difference between Daya Bhaga and Mitakshara? In Paschim Bengal, Daya Bhaga inheritance system, there should be 1 male member and other is female member. But except Paschim Bengal, all over India, there is the inheritance system is Mitakshara, and in Mitakshara inheritance business there should be no female member. Both the member should be male members. This is the difference. Okay, now we will understand the features of Hindu undivided family. The first one is membership by birth. To be a member, there is no legal formalities. If anybody takes birth, if a child takes birth in a Hindu family which is doing this type of business, he or she becomes member by birth. Okay. Now we will understand management. This business is carried by the whole family, but all the family members are not allowed to take part in the management of this type of business. Only senior most member of the family can take any type of decision, and that senior most member of the family is called Karta. He is all in all for the business, but other members gives their participation for doing the business. Okay, they have the share of profit, they also have the share for doing the work, but they are not entitled to share in the management. All the decisions are taken by the Karta, who is the senior most member of the family. The third point is number of members. There should be minimum 2 members in the family, but maximum number of family is not recorded, is not on the record. There should be many members. How many members are maximum members? This is not a question. In the family, all the family members can be the members of this type of business. And we will talk about the 4th point, which is liability. Let's see. The senior most member, who is called Karta, he has the unlimited liability. But other members of the family have the liability only up to their share. Okay. But if the Karta is not capable to pay off the debts of the family, his private property will also be forfeited. But other members' property will never be forfeited because they are not entitled to pay all the liabilities of the business. Only Karta is liable for that. Now we will understand the fifth point, minor members. Minor member can also be a member of this type of business, because as the child takes birth in the family, he or she becomes the member of the family. In this way, we can say the minor person can also be the member of this type of business. Now we will see the sixth point, rights. Every member of this family every member of the family has the right over the property of the business. It is not like that only Karta has more share in the property. No. Every person of the family, every member of the family has equal right on that property which they acquire in inheritance. Now we will see the sixth point. This is registration. Registration is not required for doing the Hindu family business, Hindu undivided family business. There is no legal formalities, so there is no need for doing to do the business. Registration is not required at all. And last point is perpetuality. If Karta dies, after that business continues. The second senior most person, the second senior most member of the family becomes Karta. At that time, that person will be entitled to take all the decision and all types of managerial work. He becomes entitled after the death of the Karta who was performing the business earlier. Okay, students, in this way we have understood what are the features of the HUF, but we should also know there is no legal formalities, there is no need of registration. Why? Because this type of business is governed by Hindu law. Hindu law is already there. So all the legal proceeding is to be done under the Hindu law. Okay. So students, I think you have understood what is the meaning of HUF and what are the features of HUF. Okay. Till then, thank you.